Hey folks. So yesterday I had a lot of technical difficulties with my let me turn this off. A lot of technical difficulties with my phone. Could not get anything to work at all. Could not get it to save a video. So I had to reformat the whole damn thing, take a bunch of things off, move a bunch of things around, and now it'll work. Yeah. So, and I got my ex to help me with that, which was very nice of him. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. So, yeah. So, I suppose I should talk about what I was trying to talk about yesterday. So it looks bright in here today, but really it's cloudy and cold and blistery and just like I just don't want to have to go out there because it sucks. So so Wednesday I brought my computers finally back in commission. I had to figure out what the password was because I forgot. Yeah. So anyway, so what I spoke about yesterday was Wednesday night. Wednesday night I went to Landmark like I do every Wednesday night, and I shared my progress from the last few weeks, which I didn't share before, which, you know, I mean, I had so much self-doubt in my head that I just wasn't recognizing my powerfulness, and I was so stuck in my head. And then finally, from last weekend, I got it back. And then sorry, had to pause for a minute. My roommate came out here to make noise. Anyway, so last weekend we did these exercises to get out of our head about our whatever our issue was, and mine was self-doubt. And so then this past Wednesday I shared, some of my great news about what was going on, which was, having the fashion show stuff get together, doing the marathon in November, and then of course the big one, the clotting disorder, being cured. And everybody was so touch, move, and inspired by it. They, two great things. Well, of course, I got a standing ovation, which happens when I speak, which I should recognize is actually a great thing. But also, I got 3 people to sign up to run with us in the marathon, which is super awesome because we're raising money for people who can't afford prosthetics. So the more the merrier. That's awesome. And then there's a woman who was there that her mother is doing a fashion show for disabled women at the UN in May, and she wanted to hook up me and her mother to talk about the designers and stuff. So that was pretty awesome. And I've been in action since then because I've just been on this like high of stuff to do. And yesterday, in the middle of trying to get this damn phone to work, I spoke with a woman, Marlene, who runs the amputee support groups through Bellevue and a couple of other places through East Coast. And East Coast Orthotics and Prosthetics is the company that made my prosthetics and is also sponsoring me for the marathon in November. And so I told her, we had a really great conversation. I told her about the fashion show that we're doing in April. And I was like, I know you know a lot more amputees than I do. I mean, I know a few that I've met through the groups and through Facebook and whatever. And I was like, well, can you connect me with people who are above knee and hip amputees and also arm amputees, whatever, I'll take them all. And she said, yes, she's going to contact people and have them come my way. And she knows a bunch of hot people who are amputees, which is awesome because all of us hotties can just hang out together. And that made me really happy. And I also spoke to my friend who's doing the events, and him and the guy who owns the place are having a meeting on Monday, which is awesome. And, it's just like living in possibilities of limitlessness is like amazing, and I'm glad that my self-doubt is just completely just like obliterated. Like, and I'm sure I'll still have moments where it creeps back up on me, and you know, I'm prepared for it because I have the tools that I got from Landmark to say, okay, you know what, you can pop in my head, be all shitty self-doubty, and you do that, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's it. And you know, anything is possible, so it's awesome. So today I finally got my computer working. I forgot the password, had to think for a minute, and my phone is working, so I'm back on track with the videos and stuff. And I wanted to talk about having kids and being disabled, since, you know, I'm going to be 31 in April, and eventually I do want to have kids, and I don't want it to just be my partner's responsibility to raise them. So, you know, I just wanted to talk about that, but the other video didn't go up, so this is up now. And I'm just gonna keep being in action today and do whatever it is I need to do. And then also, as you guys saw from my Facebook, that my roommate had a really amazing breakthrough just from me sharing. So he's reconnected with his brother after 20 years, which is amazing. And I just have to recognize how inspiring I can be just to share my stories with other people, because sometimes I don't want to be in front of the camera at all. I want to be behind the scenes, and you know, it shows me how powerful I can be. So that was a huge thing to hear from him last night, that Wednesday I affected him that greatly. And that's it for now. I guess tomorrow I'll do the one about the kids, and then whatever else. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy with a bunch of stuff for the event, and yeah. And oh yes, and next week and the week after, you know, phone permitting, I'm gonna be doing videos not just of me talking, but of me walking, because I have a pretty, as you can see, it's a pretty large living room, and then the hallway is also very long, and the other hallway outside of the apartment is very long. So I figured, why not park my phone someplace and record some of this? This should be fun. And I'll show you guys how I do my stretches in my chair and out of my chair. So yeah, that should be interesting. And all this stuff is not just to share now, but it's all or most of it's going in the movie that Nathan's making about me. And the final piece is going to be the marathon, and in November, and then after that should be taking flight. So anyway, see y'all later. Hope y'all are doing awesome.